Good evening, and welcome to Election Night 2020. Tonight we have our candidates, the most popular politician in the country, Bernie Sanders, running against the incumbent president, Donald J. Trump. It is now time for our 7 p.m. poll closings. In the state of Kentucky, Donald Trump will be winning their 8 electoral votes. We can now project in the state of Indiana, Donald Trump will win their 11 electoral votes, home state of his running mate Mike Pence. In the state of South Carolina, an earlier call than last time, Donald Trump will be winning their 9 electoral votes. In his home state of Vermont, Bernie Sanders will win their 3 electoral votes by a very wide margin. In the state of Georgia, their 16 electoral votes are too close to call, Trump leading there. In the state of Virginia, 13 electoral votes. It is too close to call. Senator Sanders does have a 2-point lead there. And as you can see, we have updated our electoral scorecard. Donald Trump is in the lead with 28 electoral votes to Bernie Sanders' 3 electoral votes. It is 7:30 p.m. Please stand by for some projections. In the state of West Virginia, 5 electoral votes will be going to President Trump, but by a very close margin than last election. In the state of Ohio, it's 18 electoral votes are too close to call. Donald Trump does have a 1-point lead there right now. In North Carolina, 15 electoral votes too close to call. Opposite from Ohio, Bernie Sanders has a 1-point lead there instead of Trump. And our electoral vote count has not changed yet. Changed drastically, but it still has changed. 33 electoral votes for Trump to Sanders' 3 electoral votes. Please stand by for some 8 p.m. poll closing because we have some major projections. In the state of Alabama, its 9 electoral votes will be going to Donald Trump. In Deep South in Mississippi, 6 electoral votes will be going to the president. In the state of Oklahoma, 7 electoral votes, the president's column. In the state of Tennessee, 11 electoral votes will be going to Donald Trump. In the state of Connecticut, 7 electoral votes will be going to Senator Sanders, the reliably Democratic state. In the state of Delaware, Joe Biden's home state, 3 electoral votes will be going to Bernie Sanders. In the state of Illinois, 20 electoral votes, home state of former President Barack Obama, 20 electoral votes will be going to Bernie Sanders tonight. In the state of Maryland, one of the most Democratic states in the Union, 10 electoral votes will be going to Bernie Sanders. In the state of Massachusetts, 11 electoral votes will be going to Bernie Sanders. In the state of New Hampshire, impressive call, a earlier call than last time, 4 electoral votes will be going to Bernie Sanders. In the state of New Jersey, 14 electoral votes, home state of Chris Christie, Bernie Sanders will win their 14 electoral votes. An impressive call, a flip from 2016, Bernie Sanders will win their 20 electoral votes. Big win for the senator. In the state of Rhode Island, Bernie Sanders will win their 4 electoral votes. And Washington, D.C., Bernie Sanders will win their 3 electoral votes. Florida, 29 electoral votes, too close to call. Bernie Sanders is surprisingly in the lead by just 1 point. In the state of Missouri, interestingly enough, too close to call. We did project it will be a toss-up earlier in the race, but it's actually Trump is leading, and it is too close to call. Maine is too close to call. It is one of the 2 states in the union that uses a split electoral vote system. It is too close to call. Sanders in the lead, and as you can see, Sanders has taken the lead to 99 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 66. It is now time for 8:30 p.m. poll closing in just 1 state, Arkansas, and those 6 electoral votes will be going to President Trump, reliably Republican Arkansas. And Donald Trump has boosted his electoral votes, but not enough to take the lead from Bernie Sanders. It is now time for our 9 p.m. poll closings. Please stand by for some major projections. In the state of Kansas, 6 electoral votes, part of the red wall. Donald Trump will win their 6 electoral votes. In the state of Louisiana, Donald Trump will win their 8 electoral votes. In the state of Nebraska, another state that uses a split electoral system, Donald Trump will win only 4 out of the 5 electoral votes. The other 1 is too close to call. In the state of North Dakota, Donald Trump won their 3 electoral votes. In the state of South Dakota, Donald Trump won their 3 electoral votes as well. In the state of Texas, a very, very close call, but Donald Trump will still win. Bernie Sanders thought he had a chance here, but Trump still won. In the state of Wyoming, 3 electoral votes will be going to President Trump. In the state of Colorado, interesting call, Bernie Sanders will win their 9 electoral votes. In the state of Michigan, a flip from 2016, earlier called than last time, Bernie Sanders will win their 16 electoral votes, important win for the senator. Another early call, Bernie Sanders will win Minnesota's 10 electoral votes. Great call for him. In the state of New Mexico, Bernie Sanders will be winning their 5 electoral votes. In the state of New York, Donald Trump's home state, Bernie Sanders will win their 29 electoral votes. In the state of Wisconsin, flipped in 2016, Bernie Sanders will win their 10 electoral votes. Earlier call, very impressive win for the senator. And the only state we have that is too early to call, Arizona's 11 electoral votes. Bernie Sanders is in the lead by just 4 points. Very crucial state. And as you can see, Bernie Sanders is still in the lead, 178 electoral votes to Trump's 137. And stand by for some major projections from the states of Maine, Virginia, and Missouri. In the state of Maine, Bernie Sanders will be winning 3 out of the 4 electoral votes. In the Maine 2nd Congressional District, Donald Trump will win their 1 electoral vote. Big win for Donald Trump. In the state of Virginia, 13 electoral votes. Bernie Sanders will hold on to Virginia. In the state of Missouri, a big win for the president. Donald Trump will hold on to Missouri's 10 electoral votes. And as you can see, we have updated our electoral scorecard. Bernie Sanders is still in the lead by 194 electoral votes to Trump's 148. And it is now time for our 10 p.m. poll closings, consisting of just 4 states. In the state of Montana, Donald Trump will win their 3 electoral votes. In the state of Utah, this one projected to be a toss-up, but Donald Trump will win their 6 electoral votes. In the state of Iowa, 6 electoral votes. These are too close to call. Trump is in the lead by 4. A very crucial state for the both of them. And Nevada, 6 electoral votes are too close to call. Sanders leading by 3 points. And as you can see, Donald Trump has gained a little bit of traction, but Bernie Sanders is still in the lead. And please stand by for some major projections from the states of Nebraska and Ohio. We can now project that Bernie Sanders will win Nebraska's 2nd Congressional District. Big win for the senator. This has not gone Democratic since 2008. In the state of Ohio, flipped in 2016, we can now project it will go to Bernie Sanders. And as you can see, Bernie Sanders has gained traction, 213 for the senator to Trump's 157. It is now time for our 11 p.m. poll closings, consisting of 5 states. We can now project that Bernie Sanders will win California's 55 electoral votes, the largest batch in the country, one of the most liberal states in the union. In the state of Hawaii, Bernie Sanders will be winning their 4 electoral votes. In the state of Oregon, its 7 electoral votes will be going to Senator Sanders, one of the most progressive states in the union. Another progressive state in the union, Washington, its 12 electoral votes will be going to Senator Sanders. And the state of Idaho, their 4 electoral votes will be going to President Trump, one of the most conservative states in the union. And Bernie Sanders has surpassed the 270 mark, 291 to Trump's 161. And we can now project that Bernie Sanders will be the 46th president of the United States, flipping the White House from Republican to Democrat. And it is now time for some more major projections from the states of Georgia, Florida, and North Carolina. In the state of Georgia, Donald Trump will win their 16 electoral votes, a hold from 2016, big win for the president. In the state of Florida, Bernie Sanders will be winning their 29 electoral votes, flipped from 2016, a big win for the senator. In the state of North Carolina, Trump will hold on to their 15 electoral votes. Big win for the president, but it doesn't matter anymore. Bernie Sanders has been elected. And as you can see, the total is now 320, Trump's 192. It is now time for our 1 a.m. poll closing in just one state of Alaska. In the state of Alaska, its 3 electoral votes will be going to President Trump. And as you can see, the scorecard is updated, 320 to Trump's 195. It is now time for 2 major projections from the states of Nevada and Arizona. In the state of Nevada, Bernie Sanders will win their 6 electoral votes, a hold from 2016 for the Democrats, big win for him. And Donald Trump will hold on to 11 electoral votes from Arizona, a big win for him. It was won by Donald Trump for just 4 points. Bernie Sanders was in the lead earlier, but Donald Trump has won the state. We can now project that Bernie Sanders has 326 electoral votes to Trump's 206. Iowa is just the only state left, and stand by for the projection from that state. In the state of Iowa, its 6 electoral votes will be going to Bernie Sanders, a very, very close call. Bernie Sanders will flip the state from 2016 from the Trump column. It is now in Bernie Sanders' column, and Bernie Sanders, the final electoral vote totals 332 for President-elect Sanders to 206 for President Trump. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and feel free to comment any suggestions. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the last one, and I look forward to making more in the future. Just please feel free to leave suggestions. I really need your guys' input, and I do have some good cool ideas in store for the future. Just please subscribe and like and support the channel, and hope to see you guys in the next video. So see ya.